Hey everyone, Kellow-Webb here, and just want to share another mind-body amplifier with you. And I hope you had a fantastic summer. We're now going into autumn here in the UK, and just want to share a quick experience that I had while on holiday in the south of France. Had a bit of car trouble, battery went dead, and actually had to spend pretty much half a day waiting for somebody to come and restart it. So lost a little bit of time on the holiday, and then the next day fortunately it started and I had to go and find a replacement battery, and we were staying on an island, really didn't know where I was going to get one from, and had 2.5 days really to get the car sorted before the long journey back, and found myself driving around for hours trying to find somewhere to get a replacement battery, not realizing that in France, lunchtime, for 2 hours pretty much everything stops, which is in fact very civilized. But when you're panicking a little bit because you don't get a new you've got to get a new battery, and you worry that if you dare stop the car and turn the ignition off, it might not start again, I ended up in a little bit of a tailspin because I suddenly realized that I wasn't sure how I was going to get the family back. And the brain, the old force of habits in the brain kicked in, and I drove around not knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and making decisions, cancelling those decisions, and getting frustrated, getting angry, and actually found out that I was slipping back into an old pattern, an old paradigm. And it's the brain's way of trying to get you to survive. And I suddenly caught myself and realized that I was letting the circumstances really dictate how I was responding and how I was reacting. And it was then that I kind of caught myself and realized that I needed to be creating the responses. So I completely changed tack, went back, got in the swimming pool, relaxed, spent time with the family, and then just started visualizing the outcome I really wanted from this circumstance. Because we can't control the circumstances, but we can certainly control the way we respond to those circumstances. And I visualized a battery being brought to the campsite, being fitted into the car, and the car working perfectly and having a very uneventful, safe journey back to the UK. And that's precisely what happened once I'd stopped and paused and really connected with myself, connected my mind and my body, and given myself the time and the space to create the response and to start creating the outcome that I really, really wanted. And we can very easily get caught out by the force of habits, because they've been nurtured and they've been cultivated and created over a long period of time. They are based on your brain trying to keep you safe, trying to fix, but it's not always the right solution, and it doesn't always work in your favor. So just wanted to share that experience, that if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're overwhelmed, you're frustrated, you're angry, the circumstances you feel are dictating how you are feeling and how you're dealing with them, try and find yourself a quiet space, give yourself just a few minutes just to be still, be quiet, pause, and try and see if you can visualize the outcome that you would want for yourself as a result of those circumstances. And if you can create an outcome that is just slightly better, that's fantastic. And if you can create one that is a huge amount better, then brilliant. But you need to give yourself some time where your mind and your body can just reconnect, okay, and start working for you instead of working against you. So hope that was benefit. be aware of the force of habit. Don't fight them, don't resist them. Be aware, be the guardian of what's going on in your brain and in your mind and in your body. And when you notice that things aren't really as you'd like them to be, then just see if you can step back and get back into the circle of experience where you're in the middle and you're beginning to respond, dictate, create the experiences going on around you, instead of you being on the outside of that circle and just spinning round and round and round in a bit of a vortex. So that's it for today, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.